COINTELPRO. COINTELPRO. That's what that smirky little lion sack of turds FBI agent Stotts is involved in. To COINTELPRO smearing of Donald J. Trump. Now, President Trump, I looked over your executive order on consumer fraud and the new executive order on consumer protection, delineating powers within the Justice Department. I want to direct you to a little clown, Texas State Appellate Judge Stephen McKeithen and former Montgomery County Attorney David Walker, and my good old friend and pal J.R. Moore, the tax assessor of Montgomery County, Texas, and Mark Thurnbull. Mark Thurnbull and J.C. Devers. I guess Mr. Devers no longer works at the Montgomery County Deed Recorder's office, but Mark Thurnbull's darn sure still there. You see, Mr. Trump, my father was in real estate development and real estate marketing in New York back in the day, and I learned a little bit about it in a career in commercial construction spanning several decades. Real estate scheming and scamming is at the epicenter, the very heart of the looting of Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac and HUD, the FHA, Farmers Home Administration, and gee golly whiz, even the Veterans Administration. Trillions of dollars have been swindled, Bill and Hillary Clinton style, using funny little land developments all over America. Case in point, BB&T Bank there at the Wilmington Trust in Wilmington, Delaware. They got shut down apparently for very interesting little wheeling and dealing in speculative real estate schemes and scams. The Bush family of Wilmington, Delaware. Sorry, George H. Sorry, George W. But your pals and family members like Jeb and Neil in the real estate scheming and scamming business are just as bad as Bill and Hillary Clinton. And the Madison S&L and the Quapaw title. Who the friggin' hell has ever heard of Quapaw title? Now, Kenneth Starr and the FBI investigators in Little Rock, they got a whole lot of explaining to do. Donald J. Trump. Folks, everybody knows me by now. All over America, thousands upon thousands of unrecorded, illegal, red flag, phantom ghost, paper, fraudulent, illegal, unrecorded land developments all over the country, directly connected to the massive, unbelievable looting of the entire financial system. Now, Professor William K. Black and, Catherine Austin Fitts, she was deputy director apparently at HUD, and then she was a director at FHA for George Bush Sr. And we can get Peter Bruton and Kathy Gordon and Lucy, we can get a whole bunch of newspaper reporters from around Houston, Texas, and we'll have us a sit-down chit-chat with Nelda Luce Radabow Blair and her husband Jim Blair, with Hurd, Goggin, Blair, and Williams, the tax collecting firm, and State Appellate Judge Stephen McKeithen. And we'll talk about extremely unrecorded and extremely illegal land development sales all over Texas. According to George H. Bush, as many as 4 million people were swindled in these dirt dealing land schemes just in Texas. The number is much, much higher because they were just focusing on the so-called colonialists along the U.S.-Texas border. All along the U.S.-American border, or the American-Mexican border, excuse me, there's thousands and thousands and thousands of these colonialists. And they're all over the interior of the United States as well. Up in Utah, they call them dirt road recreational subdivisions, where they go in and they subdivide huge tracts of land and speculatively swap and trade in them, inflating and flipping and, you know, pumping up the loans and the mortgages as they go. Classic pyramid and Ponzi scheming and real estate deeds and deals. The deeds and deals of it. So I'm guessing that now that Donald J. Trump understands what COINTELPRO is and how the FBI engages in dirty tricks to smear people, Jeff Sessions, I hope you're taking notes, Jeff. Dirty little lying sacks of turds like that Stotts. You know, when that Gomer, or however the senator from Texas, when he said, you know, he couldn't believe that the guy could look into his wife's eyes and lie to her about his sexual liaisons with his, you know, FBI partner there. I couldn't think of a better way to put it. And when Trey Gowdy told him he didn't give a damn what Stotts' attitude was in his little smirky lying smile, I almost stood up in the living room and gave Trey Gowdy a standing ovation. But in any event, Mr. Donald J. Trump, let's talk about the massive